Right, let's see how we're working. I should give things a second or two to warm up. I've got a blank screen my end. There we go. Now we've got a picture. Excellent. Evening all. Give us a thumbs up. You know how the thing works by now, I'm sure. Click the little thumbs up thing under the video, then I know it's working okay. Say hello in the chat. If you're wondering why you can't join in with a live chat, it'll be because you haven't subscribed to the channel. You're not signed in to your account, one or the other. Just do that to keep all the spammers off it. That's why. So click the subscribe thing that way, isn't it? On the bottom corner there, look, you see where it says subscribe now. If you click on that, just subscribe to the channel, and then you'll be able to join in with the live chat. Say hello to everybody. Right, let's see who's here. Roger Elaine, good evening. Peter W, good evening. Ollie, Paul, Peter C, Rob, Peter Stella, Brian, Peter N, Stigotron. Hello, Playnotes. Hello, Stigotron. New name, I think. Don't remember seeing that name before. Stigotron. Somebody new. Excellent. Hello and welcome. Don't know who you are. Maybe it's a big secret. Anyway, good evening and welcome. Right, so more new stuff to show you. There's some more new stuff arrived late afternoon, which I forgot to take pictures of. Some stuff from arcade storage. It's nice bits actually, but I got sort of unloaded it and sent the man on his way. Then my phone rang, and then I got to take pictures before I come home. Oops, so I have to do that on Tuesday. Tomorrow I'm out collecting some bits in, which I was going to collect in this week. Some nice stuff as well, which I'll tell you about them in a minute as well. So there we are. So lots going on. So I think there's 71 machines up here on Colcon in a minute of what's coming in. These are all got proper photographs on them now. And there's another. So we're going to be well over 100 machines. Real nice assortment of stuff. So yeah. All good stuff. A friend of Rob's. Excellent. Good evening. Evening, Sinclair. Lots to look forward to. Yeah, lots of good stuff. Evening, Sam, as well. Sorry, missed you there. So yeah, any questions about anything, far away. A lot of these I still haven't had time to look at properly yet. So I have photographed them. I haven't sort of played them or tested them. But that'll be later this week's job, cataloguing them all properly and videoing them, etc. But yeah, some nice assortment of stuff. Good evening from Florence. Hello, Florence. Have you had a name change, sex change maybe, to Florence? Kind of suits you really. So hello, Florence. Evening, Gary. And evening, Gary. Not got quite as many Garys as we have Peters, but getting there. Evening from Lower Stop. Evening. Evening, Bardy Bandit. Excellent. Good. Oh, there's a good bunch in tonight. That's good. Right. So yeah, as I say, any questions do ask, and I will do my best from memory. But as I say, a lot of the machines, if there's specifics on specific machines, I haven't had a look at them yet. Busy rounding it all up. So new stuff. Hang on a moment. Evening, Kevin. Let me find my folder of new bits. It should be this lot. Yes. I haven't took these ones out yet. So a few new bits. If you tuned in earlier in the week, you'll have seen these. So I'll just scoot through these quickly. But I know some of you only tune in on a Sunday. So Bryans clocks. We've got 3 of these in. X Thomas's storage again. So untouched for 55 years or whatever. This one and the next one, they've both got jackpots in them, although the windows are blanked off, but they are there. All look to be complete. Old penny, even just about work, amazingly, since they've sat there for 55 years. Stick opinion, they will just about fire up. And we've got one of the non-jackpot versions as well. These are a lot rarer. So if you like the Bryans machines, there's not many of these around without the jackpots on, for some strange reason. And they're making that one is like almost like brand new. It's immaculate. So there we are. A little Puritan, Mills, Puritan Bell, the Puritan Bell, like 26 these are, I think, aren't they? Really nice. Condition there. Locks, keys, etc. ready to go. And we also had in the Jennings Target, which is kind of the nicest really of all these different Target machines. Loads of companies made these in different versions, different graphics. I think this is probably the nicest one. Lovely castings all round, really nice condition again. 1 cent, working, locks, keys, etc. Evening, Peter. Another one we've not had before, Puritan Confection Vendor by, well, it was made for Chicago Mint Co. These were made by Sanders. J.M. Sanders made these. And it vends a whole roll of mints. You can see there's a few in the little window on the left there, which is just a display window, but it takes whole mint rolls, like again the mint front big bandits. I think it's probably the only trade system that does a roll of mints. Some do gumballs and things. I can't think of another one. I'm probably wrong. If you know of any others that do a whole roll of mints, let me know. But I can't think of one off the top of my head. Don't think I sold one before anyway. Anyway, that's rather nice again. Very nice condition. Castings are all good. Locks, keys, working, etc. Very sweet little one for the trade stim collector rather. Another unusual trade stim again, one we've not had before. Four-wheeler real spot. Interesting one, this one. So it's kind of based on the game of like the Find the Lady or the pea under the walnut shells. You know, the old kind of street game, con artist game. Find the spot. So the idea is you pop your coin in, pull the lever down. The left-hand most reel spins and gives you odds. So it's showing 5 there at the moment. Then the next 3 windows, the little flaps go up and blanks them off. And then you have to find the spot. So press one of the 3 buttons, the corresponding flap will drop down. And if you get a spot, you'd win whatever the odds were, which would be paid by the bartender or whatever. If you didn't get it, you could press the other 2 just to find where the spot was. In theory, it should always show a spot. But if you drop more than one window, then it wouldn't pay out. You wouldn't get your win. So it was just a case of, it was to sort of prove that it was there somewhere, as it were. So yeah, interesting little game. Take any coin, I think, as usual, these little things. And it shows the coin played in the little side window. So, you just get 5 times. If you bet a cent, you get 5 cents. If you bet a quarter, you get 5 quarters, etc. So yeah, one for restoration, all there, all working. You'd probably want to polish it and repaint it, I think. Nice original on the front there, on the bottom there's a nice metal disc on it. So that's a nice little thing. This very rare little machine, the only one of these I've ever known. I used to own this many, many years ago. Sold it, I think I sold it a couple of times over the years. It's come around again. Pleased to see it's still not been stripped and polished, which is nice. It's got original lovely old paint on it. Turned the central just before, I think, very, very early. Stick your coin in, whack the hammer down on the right, fire the coin up to try and get it into the moon. If you get it into the moon, you pull that little centre little drawer at the bottom, and it actually bends out a little, it'd be like a little wooden ball, about the size of a marble. And then you change that for, I think it says on the instructions, you can change it for tuppence or a good cigar, I think the phrasing is. Can't quite read it on my picture here. But yeah, if you got it down the 2 columns of stars, then you get your penny back for another go. And if it missed all of those, then you lost, obviously. See, interesting little machine. Don't know of another one. Don't know what it's properly called. Don't know who made it. Very sweet little thing. Easy Perm. This one, very good case on this one. Probably needs a new backflash. It's cracked and split a bit like they do. Although actually this one will play. It's not. Sometimes they bubble up on the tracks and the ball won't go around. This one will actually play all right. So it's one of those. Do you put a new back in it or don't you? But Jim will have it on file if you want a new backflash for it. But the case is really good condition. Mech's all there. It's all working. It's on penny. Chrome's good. Just needs a lock for the cash box. Original lock for the top door. There's no key though, but it is unlocked. So that's a nice, easy little project. For an Ollie Wales all win. Nice little gold changer. L's safe check gold changer. Sovereigns or half sovereigns in. Get a little cup of change out. Lock and key to the top. I don't think there's a lock on the cash drawer. But yeah, nice little things. Got several of these different versions of it. Steer a coin. On 1p, but easy to change onto old penny. There's enough gap between the tracks where the coin runs down to get an old penny in it, or any other coin you wanted, really. And a few people convert them onto old penny. Great operating piece, good arcade game. These good fun to play. Yep, so that one's on 1p at the moment. We convert. A couple of change machines light up. I think the little individual lights on this should flash. It's sort of, they're trying to flash, but not quite. So it probably needs a new flasher unit or the wire loose or something. I don't know. So it's fluorescent tubes to light the main sign up. And then flashy lights. It's about 6 foot long. You can probably just see the line of bandits poking out above. Gives you an idea of scale. Can be very early 70s, I think. That typical kind of very early 70s colour scheme with the reds and oranges and browns. Getting hard to find these light up signs. Another nice one. I like this one. I have done a close up with the letters. The letters are raised off the red, and they've got the new pence coins on them, as it were. Graphics on them. So again, very early 70s. Again, it's fluorescent tubes inside. But, you know, take them out, put some LED strip around it, and it's nice and cool running. And much cheaper to run. But again, about 6 foot long, something like that. Good, impressive one. Did we see this before? Can't remember. Wooden sign. This is about 4 foot by 3 foot size, something like that. Back onto machines then. The Sycamore, Bryans Sycamore. This is number 2, serial number 102, so the second one they ever built. Rare machine. Yeah. What can you say? If you're a rare Bryans collectors, you need a Sycamore, don't you, really? Seems to be working. Seems to be coin pay only. I'm sure everything's made on coin or cigarette or all cigarette or whatever. This pays coins at the minute. On my travels tomorrow, I believe one of the collectors I'm going to see tomorrow, I think, has got a Sycamore. So I might try and take a picture if I remember of the mechanism and compare notes. But yeah, say super early. Number 2, case and mechanism are all stamped up. Number 102. It's got the original Rexine on the playfield. The front door, the actual door itself, the plywood bit of the front door, looks like it's been replaced to me at some point in its life. But all the rest of the cabinet is all original. All the mech's original, as far as I can see. Possibly one bit of coin chute. Looks like it's probably been replaced. But yeah. Early and rare. There you go. More early and rare Bryans in a minute. What else we got? Challenger, Old Penny, locks and keys, original cash box in it. This kind of goes, is shaped around the payout cup in these. Bottom door's obviously been replaced from the cast, which they're either usually missing or been replaced because they break easily, because the casting's very fragile around the payout cup on these. So almost they're not there. But Challenger was a good popular machine. Begin to look like Xmas, Mr. Pratt says. Yes, isn't it just? It's feeling like this afternoon. It's bloody cold this afternoon, I have to say. So yeah, Challenger. Payola, not had one of these for a while. Payola Allwyn. Pays 2 of the jackpot. It's a kind of a jackpot illusion. One of those interesting machines with kind of an illusion jackpot payout on it. So the little round window in the middle of the playfield, it's like a kind of a disc thing with some pennies stuck on it. So if you get the jackpot, turn the knob, that disc kind of flies out of view to give the impression that the pennies are dropped, but it actually pays them out of the stack of payout slides. So yeah, nice condition. Good chrome, locks, keys. Quite a while since we sold one of these, I think. Don't turn up very often. Little Sheffers machines. It does have a little backdrop bell in it as well, I think. Remember rightly in these, if you get the win, I think it rings a bell as well. So it's quite good fun. Stu says, leave the Watlings to everyone else, Mr. Pratt. Yeah, I think there's another Watling coming, possibly. Tomorrow, I think I'll pick another one up. A slick, interesting machines. These not had one of these for ages and ages and ages. In fact, I didn't even have one listed on the cold console. So that's long since we sold one. I did remember that I have in my collection a original slick little leaflet. Quite nice. Tells you all about it there. So I'll do a copy of this for whoever buys it, and I'll scan it and put it on the website as well at some point. But yeah, distributed by Samsung. They're made by North Autos. Actually made them, but distributed exclusively from Samsung Novelty Co. There you go. Interesting machine. So if you've never seen a slick, it's kind of a combination of 3 earlier wall machines in a way. Skill machine. Oops, just put that back in there so I don't wreck it before I scanned it. So penny in, 2 knobs at the bottom. Left hand knob brings the balls up to the top like a lot of machines. Pops out the top there, and you've got that top kind of seesaw bit. There's various early machines that had that just kind of seesaw thing on to get the ball, you know, roll it from side to side to side. Then if you drop it through that first section at the top, the little pointer on the right hand side clicks round one point, if you like. Then the ball rolls down, and you get a pair of forks in the middle, right where the L of the word, oh, sorry, where the I of the word slick is, if you can see it on the picture there. There's a pair of forks like on a Bryans pyramid, or forks, or retriever, or whatever. So that's your second chance. And again, you get a point if you catch it in the forks. And then it rolls down to the bottom, and it goes a rail. And then instead of turning the right hand knob, which controls the top seesaw and the pair of forks, you then push that knob in, and that last piece of track then retracts into the playfield. You try and do it just right to time it so the ball goes in the bottom little kind of win area, if you like. So you get 5 balls. In theory, you can score 3 for each, so it goes all the way up to 15. And then if you score over so many, you get your penny back. So really interesting little machines. These metal cabinet, very deco looking shape. If you notice, even the coin entry and the payout cup, they're kind of that same shape, reflect the cabinet, which is rather nice. A kind of Art Deco fan typical shape. So yeah, nice, rare little things. These really don't turn up very often. And as I say, I didn't even have it listed on the site when I looked, so we haven't sold one for at least 12 years. I think the records go back to on the cold con site at the moment. So there we are, all working. Original lock and key with it as well. Nice little thing. A Powell's War Eagle conversion on a Aristocrat Arcadian cast front. 1p working, locks, keys, etc. So if you want the look of the War Eagle, or most of the look of the War Eagle without most of the cost, there you go. One for you. Furman's jackpot front. We sold this one before some years ago. 3 bits, very nice condition. Fortune teller reels, all working. Don't know what its proper name is. If anyone's got any old Furman's literature or anything, or knows what this one's actually called, be interested to know what its proper name is. I think I'll just call it jackpot front, so I don't know what its proper name is. But there we are. Interesting Furman's of Nottingham conversion. Smart looking thing. Great big jackpots on there, isn't there? That's quite good. And then we've got very nice ice hockey. Again, it's another one of these past 2 or 3 machines. A gentleman bought from us over the years, selling them again. He's off abroad to sunnier climes, and I don't blame him. So very nice Rockola ice hockey with the transfers in the corners there, working on 20p at the moment. Locks and keys. Great fun games to play these, aren't they? Again, great one in the arcades. Always take money these. So if you're operating, well, it's on 20p, you put it straight out on site tomorrow, couldn't you? It will earn its keep, trust me. I've had a good few of these. Always do well, so that's rather nice. Laughing Sailor. Nice table. It is nice. Yeah, the Rockola one's very particularly nice. Laughing Sailor. This is an original, all original Laughing Sailor. Modern products. It's got his Ruff and Walker distributor badge on the front there. Original sailor. Original back painting. It's for restoration, so I don't have the motor work. It looks like the motor's been replaced, so it probably does work. And there's some gubbins of a tape recorder or 8-track player or something in it, so it's going to want a new soundboard by the looks of it. Get a new little digital soundboard. We can put you in touch with Chappie will do that for you. And I think it was last on 20p, so it's been operated at some point. It's come out of an arcade store. So when did the 20p's come out? Mid-80s was it, I think? It's been stored away for some time. There's a little bit of damage to his head around his eye, on the neck. His head fell off, basically. But very restorable. I was telling the chap who brought it in, I remember years ago, John Carter hired his out, when he had his trouble in Penny Arcade, hired it out to a film job or TV job. And of course, when they sent it out, they wrapped the sailor around with loads of blanket and bubble wrap and completely filled the cabinet up. And it went on the truck off to a film job somewhere. It came back, they hadn't wrapped anything up. So all the way back from wherever the studio was, back to Carter's. He'd been swinging around in the lorry, smacking his head against the front window, and he completely smashed his head in. And John wasn't very pleased, as you can imagine, especially if you knew John Carter. And, anyway, so I restored it for him, kind of rebuilt his head, restored it all, got his eyes working again and everything. And, cost quite a lot, it took a long time. He built a film company, a fortune, I think, quite rightly. But somewhere, I'll have to try and find it, there's a picture. So I just took the sailor home, obviously, to fix. Not the whole machine, took the sailor out of the cabinet. Of the sailor arriving back at Carter's Fair on the ground somewhere, wherever they were open, and sitting in front of my red Lotus Esprit. Looked quite good. I'll have to see if I can find the photograph. I know I've got it somewhere. But yeah, so it kind of reminded me of that really, with his broken head. But so this one, you know, his eyes are there. It's just around his left-hand eye is a little bit of damage, but they can be repaired. But so hard to find the original one. The cabinet's really good, really solid, no worm in it or anything. Panels are all good. Just wants stripping and varnishing, basically. And a little repair to his face. Bit faded on the costume, but then they always are, the original costume. So, you know, what do? You could maybe re-dye it, I suppose. It'd be a shame to replace it, because it's all original. But you could probably dye it down a bit, I think. Get some fabric dye. Personally, it wouldn't bother me, but, you know, it depends on the kind of level of restoration you want, really. But anyway, there we go. Very original. Very hard to find these days. Very hard to find. So don't miss that one if you're looking for a sailor. Banging your head against a glass and know the feeling. Yes. Oh, I've missed a few messages. Sam said, already got an ice hockey table. Send as a coffee table. Yep, good idea. Coffee table. Had an ice hockey machine. Got rid of it in '82, like a lot of other machines we had at the time. Yeah, ice hockey's are such good machines. Ollie should have the Laughing Sailor. Yeah. But he says he's good. Oh, all right then. Somebody needs to give him a little bit of love. I hadn't got a policeman and one of my own sailors I've built and another 2 or 3 sailors somewhere along the line. I've lost one somewhere, but anyway, then I'd buy him. But you're quite safe. I'm trying very hard not to buy anything. And then a rockets. Wake you all up. Bryans rockets. Early one, this one. This is number 16. Serial number 16. So what year did rockets come out? 34 was it, I think? Something like that. Just look in the background on the website. Bryans rockets. Oh, 1930, I think they come out. 1930. So it's a, number 16, so it's probably going to be first year of production, isn't it? Yeah, there and working. It's had a new, original, old stock, new bit of rockets paper put in the top there. And there is new, original, old stock instruction, the pair of instruction cards to put in it as well. Why the chap didn't put them in as he'd done the top bit of paper, I don't know. Maybe it's harder to get to that bit. There we are. Been painted at some time and stripped and varnished with something that looks like fence life. I don't know what somebody's put on it, but it really wants stripping again and doing nicely. But other than that, seems to be all there, working. Penny. It's got all these bits on the side of the cabinet and on the top as it should have. So yeah, there you go. Who needs a rocket? All the Bryans collectors probably, or most of them. How's the rockets play? So the rockets, you stick your penny in, balls, the star kind of knob at the bottom, turn that, and that releases the balls one at a time. Then that weird kind of flicker thing, it's not really a flicker as such, it's like a seesaw pivoted bit of metal. You kind of bang it down, stick your fingers in the cabinet and bang it down, fires the balls up, and you try to get them and is the object to get one of each star, I think. One of each colour star on the rockets, if I remember rightly. Something like that, isn't it? Somebody will know. And then you keep twisting the knob for your payout. The rockets is more me, Ollie says. There you go. Do I win a prize? Yeah, I guess the rockets first. Whoever you get a prize, yes. So yes, well done if you guessed rockets. Nice machine. Who's going to take that one home? Oh, then we're back to the start. Right, let me press the play button while I tell you what else is coming in. Oops. Has it worked? It was a bit slow going. There we are. It's kicking off now. So now, other stuff that came in today. Let me think what came in. So there's some stuff, ex-arcade storage. Again, there is 4 Jubilee Rivieras. And a box of bits, which I think mostly goes with one of them. So it looks like they're complete. The mechs look all right. The chrome's not too bad. Formica looks pretty good. They've been sat for a good while. So they're probably going to want a bit of a sort out. Look, a little project to keep going over winter. Say 4 of those. There's a Bryans 11s. Again, barn fresh find. Old penny, all original locks. No keys, but the original locks. Even got a spare payout slide in it. The back's pretty good. Chrome's pretty good. Cabinet's good. So yeah, nice original kind of unmolested one of those. There's a Craft Plenty Win All Win. Haven't had one of those for a good while. A Plenty Win. A nice kind of cornucopia on the back flash. Pays, you pay 1, 2 or 3, I think, isn't it? It's a multi-pay one. There's that interesting mechanism with the kind of like claw into the payout slides to pull 1, 2 or 3 slides. Quite a nice machine, really. That one again, the backflash is pretty good. Cabinets, I think it needs a cash box door. Other than that, the cabinet's all right. Paint splattered, needs stripping and varnishing, but it's just been sat in an arcade store. Obviously near the paint tins by the looks of things. There's that one, and then there was a Hortins, nice Hortins all-win, the deco-y one, but a cigarette payout one, very rare. I've only ever sold one, I think, in the past of those. Yeah, the nice kind of rounded metal cabinet with the chrome strips around it. It's even got its proper metal cash box door, which are almost always missing. Again, all there. Old penny. It's got its lock, I think. Don't think it had a cash box lock. Anyway. So there's those. Anything else coming today? I think that was that in that batch. That was always in that batch. Then tomorrow on my travels, I'm collecting, which I was going to collect this week and didn't get round to because the week went a bit haywire. Oh, I'm almost Davis running a bit late. All the best to you all. Well, we'll let you off if you've got a good excuse or a note from your mother. On Old Penny. Which one? Peter's on Old Penny. The Rockets is on Old Penny. Is the coin box door and the rockers original? No, I don't think so. I think it should be wood, shouldn't it? It's sort of a metal thing. I think it might be a whole metal cash box with a bit of metal on the front. Maybe it's wood behind the bit of metal. Don't know. I haven't looked at it. I haven't unlocked it, to be honest. It's just as it come in, and as I say, I haven't probably looked at them yet. Yes, so coming in, so collecting tomorrow on my travel. Oh, the 4 bandits. They are on. No, they're on. They're Powell's conversion ones, like noughts and crosses ones, or whether they are. Don't they are noughts and crosses? The 2 pools of 10p. So depending on the age, they might be on the big old 10p. I will look and investigate that. If they're on the big old 10p, that's getting towards a penny, isn't it? With a bit of the filing out on the payout slides. Yes, so should be a nice crane, hopefully. Cast iron vending machine. A chief, James Chief. Rocco jigsaw, nice one. I think there's another Watling. I think there's another couple of wall machines, fireworks, hopefully. What else? A few other bits and bobs. About another 15 or so machines, I think, tomorrow. Long, long day tomorrow. Is the fireworks still coming in? Hopefully we'll collect it tomorrow, yeah. So, yeah, but fireworks and a rockets would be good, wouldn't it, together? They kind of complement each other in a way. So, yeah, so those, obviously, tune in Tuesday night to see pictures of all of those on the Tuesday night live stream. I'll snap all them on Tuesday daytime. So yeah, so we're going to be well over 100 machines. Put a lid on this sale already. There is so much. I've not got that much money. I'm sure we can find a bit. Have a rummage down the back of the sofa. But yes, that is it now. Entries are closed. Yeah. Now it's going to be a mad week trying to get it all catalogued, photographed, videoed before the auction. So yes, wish me luck on all of that. There's a lot of work to do. I think each twirly whirly video in all takes about an hour to do by the time I move the machine, set up lights, because it will have to be changed for everyone because the angles of the glass reflects lights and cameras and things. Film the 2 or 3 different film sections of the cabinet and the inside and the mech and whatnot. And then later on, downloaded it on the computer, edited it all together, uploaded it all to YouTube, put the links in the catalogue, put the links on Easy Live, and all that jazz takes about an hour per video, and there's now 100 and odd of them to do. So that's 2.5 weeks work, isn't it, just in those? And I haven't got 2.5 weeks to do them in. So yeah. Hey ho. Can you be an assistant cameraman? Well, actually, that's kind of the quickest bit in a way. Is the editing and the yeah, just the time it takes to download big video files and upload big video files and do the descriptions and add the link onto the catalogue and add the link onto Easy Live and all that. It's just all loads and loads and loads of processes which I can't automate any more than it already is. At times all that by 100 and odd. So yeah, it's one of those. Who's textifying me? Short. Somebody just sent me a text with short written on it. I'll see what that's all about in a minute. Yes, so yeah, there you go. Pretty nice selection, to end the year on. There's some nice fairground stuff as well. There's some nice fairground panels, Disney ones, 30s, Mickey Mouse, a couple of Mickey Mouses, Huey, Dewey, and a Louie. What was the cow called and the kind of moosey thing? I can't remember the names offhand. I'll have to look the names up. Nice couple of big, sort of big wide pillar things with like the bottom of the Mathewson mermaid machine, kind of like that casting on the bottom in fiberglass. Look great either side of an arcade entrance. Nice Dodgem sign. Another couple of nice big sort of fairgroundy themed signs, gallop horses and things on. Another little trade sim, little dice machine. Remember, I've got to take a picture of. A few other machines, bits and bobs, and signs, etc. Some books, and then loads of coins and tokens to sort out as well. Yeah, I'll probably put the coins in between the machines, like I did in the Lost collection. That seemed to work better than leading them all to the end. Because yeah, then you haven't got to hang around to the end of the auction. If you bought your machine at lot 2 and you want some pennies to go in it, you haven't then got to wait 3 hours for the end of the auction to put a few pennies, have you? So I'll try and do that again. That seemed to work quite well, really. Drop the, as best as can, the appropriate coins in between the appropriate machines. So yeah, going to be a busy one, isn't it? And then heads up, after the auction, you'll have Monday through Friday to collect, possibly early Saturday morning, then I'm off on holiday. And I won't be back until the new year. Well, I will be back, but I won't be at the warehouse until, because then it's Christmas as soon as I get back on holiday. So get yourselves organised to come and collect in the week. We'll do extra hours or whatever, late evenings if you need to, or something. But yeah, I won't be able to do Saturday, Sunday, possibly Saturday morning early for a couple of hours. But it'll be like, I don't know, maybe 8 till 10 or something. It'll be early. So bear that one in mind. Otherwise, you won't get your machines for Christmas. That wouldn't be good, would it? Ah, right. Where did we get to? Can I? I wish, Mr. Watson, my wallet contains more dust than cash. I know the feeling. Very exciting. Excellent. Yes, wallet needs some WD-40. So does Rogers. I'm sure he can buy you something nice for Christmas, Elaine. Get him to buy you that Rockets machine. Yeah, Garage Glade didn't spend anything at the last auction. Well, that's the thing, you see, isn't it? That's for all of those who, you know, saved up hard and didn't quite get the machine you wanted in the last auction. You've now got a piggy bank full, and we've got 100 machines. Some really good stuff again, actually. This time round. So there you go. Long overdue holiday going somewhere nice. Yes, somewhere sunny. I'm going to turn my phone off and turn the email off and turn everything off. A long time since I've done that. So yes, I'm escaping for a couple of weeks. Contemplating life and all that. Before we start on the madness of next year. So yeah, where do we get to? Let's get to the end of these. We'll get down to the rockets of them, and then we'll have a quick look on the Colcon in case anybody's got any questions on any of the machines that are already up. And then I finished my tea, so that probably means it's time to go, isn't it? I should think. Where do we get to? Challenger. It's about another half a dozen machines or so, isn't there? So yeah, so once I collect all that stuff tomorrow, I'll snap those Monday for Tuesday night's video. So tune in Tuesday to see what we gather up tomorrow. But yeah, some nice stuff. Where do we get to? The Furmans there. That's a nice looking machine. I like that. The extra big jackpot. Really quite distinctive, isn't it? The ice hockey. So that's one we sold before. And the laughing sail, he needs a little bit of love. But we'll actually make a really good one, him. And the rockets, there you go. Right, so let's quickly nip back over to here. Rockets, I was looking at, weren't I? Rockets. There we go, yeah, so look down there, lots of goodies. So these are all now properly photographed, so have a look at those. Where there's not photographs of the mechs and things, which there is not most of them, obviously once I do the twirly whirly videos, you see all the mechs. They're better on video because then you can pause the video at any angle. Like if you try to look at a bandit mechanism, one picture from the back, it's not much use really, is it? It's better on the turntable, and you can, you know, spin it around to any angle to have a look at it. That's why the video really works better for that, I think. Then hopefully I'll have time to do the walk around videos and play them all as well. That won't be until the following week. There you go. Have you tried the laughing sound? Does it work? I shouldn't think well, the motor probably runs because it's a newish motor. Sound will want doing. I want a soundboard by the looks of things because an old tape recorder and a load of gubbins and bits of wire and loudspeakers and crap in it. So yeah, he wants restoring, but it's a good one. Don't go away for too long. It's dangerous living in your own head. Chance to live in my own head would be nice. That's why I need to escape for a bit. Is the Slick battery or mains with transformer? So the Slick will take a battery, little batteries. I think it's like 3 little AA batteries. Then yeah, as the ball goes through, it just clicks a little switch and the little coil clicks into the little clock thing. So yeah, it's battery. You could put a transformer in it if you wanted, of course. Kevin, passed the right today, thank you. Did a good job of wrapping it. Took me 10 minutes to undo. Yes, I always overwrap things. Probably took me more than 10 minutes to wrap it up, but there you go. Vegas feels right for your holiday. Do you know, I've never actually been to Vegas. I hear lots of reports at the moment that it's got very, very expensive and no one's going. But yeah. I will get there one of these days. Just to see the spectacle of it, really. I'm not particularly into gambling. Daft as that may sound, considering I collect slot machines and that's the business. But yeah, I'm not really into gambling. But yeah, it'd be good to see the kind of the spectacle of Vegas, wouldn't it? And see some of the shows and things. Looking forward to the videos. Yes. I'm looking forward to watching them. I'm not looking forward to sat in front of the computer for hours and then editing them. It's a boring job. I need a video editor. There we go. So yeah. I think there's a few things on the wanted list we've found in this auction. Oh, somebody wants a golden mint. Look, gosh, I haven't seen one of those for years. Anybody got one of these? A bit late now for this auction, but with the Nixie tubes in, great things. I quite like one myself, actually. Such a bizarre little thing. Yeah, not had one for a long, long time. In 2016, that last one we sold. Wow. Anyway, we've got somebody, oops, wants one. What have we found? Conveyor, we've got a conveyor in the auction. We've got a file, hopefully there'll be a fireworks tomorrow. Crane, I'm not sure which one. I think it's a French crane, I think. It should be there. Wonders, which ones have we got? We've got netball, haven't we? Wonders netball. Steerable, we've got a steerable in. Game shot extra win. Riviera, we've got Rivieras, not the Desicorn, not the Concord one, unfortunately. We've got Rivieras. 5 of them in total, I think. We've got a fun, all past the arrow. So yeah, got a few of these actually. Sweetie all this time, have we? High tops, 5 or 6 different high tops to choose from. Challenger we've got. Roller top we've got. Not roller top, we've got roller top. Several Jenningses. 2 different Centuries. Bursting Cherry. So we've done pretty well against the wanted list for this auction, I have to say. There's quite a lot there. So hopefully in the new year I need to update that to drop things off the wanted list that have been there a long time. Just to keep it fresh, really. And, you know, people can add them on again if they want to, but I think sometimes people forget to put things on there. Oh yes, I'll reply to that in a minute. Right. Does the pulver work okay? Yes, seems to. Mr. Treefog's got 3 watts. Oh, 3 of the golden mints, is that? If so, you can sell one. Is Big Mickey for sale yet? No. Sorry, you can't have Big Mickey yet. Do you need another pulver? Well, can you ever have enough of the pulvers? There's so many different ones, isn't there? There's quite a few different figures in them, isn't there? And a few different coloured cabinets. I think some of them have different lettering on. There's quite a few different of the pulver machines, isn't there? Swerve Vegas, ludicrous prices. Yeah, I've seen a few videos lately. People saying it's just going to be silly prices. Got 7 or 8 different ones. Oh, there you go. Need pictures of them all for the website. It's going to be a great sale. Yes. Disease is real. Well, isn't it just? Yes. I've been very good. I've been trying hard not to buy things. I managed not to buy another Lotus last weekend. That was very restrained of me, wasn't it? The first ever Lotus Elite, number 1A, was in the Iconics auction. Very tempted to buy it, but I resisted the temptation. I was quite pleased with myself for resisting the temptation, then I was quite pissed off. I should have bought that, really, shouldn't I? Never mind. In Vegas in May this year, up 2.3k in 24 hours, and then down 5.2 24 hours after that. Yes. Don't gamble. You should know better than gambling. So yeah, wouldn't bother with the gambling. It doesn't really interest me. Just to see some of it, really. You've got too much money or had too much money. Well, exactly. You see, you could have took your 2 and a bit grand and bought a machine with that. You could have bought another pulver or 2. That would have been a better idea, wouldn't it? Quit while you're ahead. Yeah. So there we go. Anything else to tell you? I don't think so. Viewing as usual will be Saturday before the auction. Saturday, the whatever the date is, 20. What date the auction is? Auction 35th, so 29th. Yes, the 29th. In January, end of January, probably last Sunday, whatever that is, we'll have a big spares sale. That's my sort of first job of the new year, really, to sort that out. Pallet loads, literally, spares to go through. Mostly Bandit stuff, all sorts. There's castings, there's clocks, there's handles and pumps and reels and strips and, you know, lots of good, useful bits, not just sort of junky stuff. Sets of payout slides and fingers and things. So cash boxes, yeah, all really good, useful stuff. So hopefully that will sort a few people out for their winter projects. I've got to try and figure out what all the bits are, because nothing's labelled up, which is boxes and boxes of spares. So might need some help on that one. A lot of things might just get listed as bandit part, and then we have to try and figure out what they are. But I should do my best. But yeah, should be good. That's why Vegas exists, Stevie, because of suckers like you. Yes, exactly. Rather buy the machine, lose my money, and then get my keys out to retrieve it. Exactly. Best time in Vegas was Arrington Auctions. Greedy sod, I made him regret his greed. Excellent. Might be some machines out at Boulder Highway. Yeah. Yeah, the thing with yeah, owning your own machines, that was always me as a kid in the arcades at the seaside. Hunstanton and Wells next to the sea, and Yarmouth sometimes, Cromer. Mostly Hunstanton. I figured out very early on that instead of going round with your little bag of pennies, popping them in the machines, it was much better to be the man with a big chain of keys round his neck in the bucket, emptying the machines. So I'd go in the arcades as 5 or 6 year old, my bag of 1p's and 2p's, and come out with my bag of 1p's and 2p's usually. And mostly follow the man around with a big bunch of keys and probably annoy the hell out of him, I expect. As you do at that age, don't you? Oi, mister, how's that one work? Sticking your head and your fingers in machines when the doors were open, where you shouldn't have been sticking your fingers and things in. But yeah, that's where my fascination with them come from, I suppose. Why is the website so thin? That's better, isn't it? A bit fatter. That's better. Ever tried Jaywick? That's nice. Jaywick is interesting, isn't it? Jaywick is a very interesting place. I've taken a couple of people over to Jaywick over the years. I've been out and about that way with people who had not come across Jaywick before, just to it's quite amusing watching them. The expression on their faces sometimes. I remember taking Dave Hooper there. We were out there, Dave and I, when we had the arcades. We bought some machines in Clacton or something, probably. David had never been there, never heard of it. So I said, we'll go to Jaywick and have a look, you know, see if we can see anything. And yes, I think David shocked him a bit. I don't think he'd quite seen anything like that before. Do both countertop shooters work? Yes, they seem to be working all right. The yep, real spin in the this one, target skill. Sorry, the little things pop up. So this one, I'll video it. But yeah, stick your penny in, pull the lever down on the side, and there's like a clockworky thing, and the little targets pop up in the windows in the back. You try and shoot them before they pop down again. Quite good, like moving targets thing. And the score racks up on the top there. Nice little machine, working nicely. And the, where's the other one? The Big Game Hunter. This one, you hit the little red targets at the bottom there. See my mouse going across, then the these reels spin round on the top. That one's working as well. That was on 1 cent, I think. 5 shots. You get 5 shots on that one, and you get 10 shots on the other one. This one, you get 10 shots on this one. You can't really see the targets. Difficult to photograph because of the reflections, but we'll try on the video. Yeah, nice machines. Been to Clacton today. Better than Jaywick? Yes, Clacton's a little bit better than Jaywick, isn't it? Spent your childhood in Thomas's. Yeah, me too. You can buy some. We've got some Thomas's machines in. 3 clocks from Thomas's. And all the shooters except the Big Game Hunter always been on my list. Well, there you go then. That's a pretty nice one as they go. Get it bought. Stop spending your money in Vegas and buy more slot machines. I mean, the family well, and Tony the key man was always good to us kids. At Thomas's. Yeah, they were good arcades, weren't they? And yeah. Gosh, you go to Pete Williamson's arcades and there's some of the Thomases, the twins, ex-Thomases, the twins is there, all restored now. And the Bimbo box. I think the twins is in Yarmouth at the minute, and I think the Bimbo is in Wroxham at the moment. I could be wrong. If Peter's still on, if he's not gone to bed, he'll tell us. I think one's in one arcade and one's in the other. So they came out of Norfolk for the auction and went back to Norfolk. They've been fully restored and are back on site again. So they've been in Norfolk since new, those machines. They're still there. It's quite nice, isn't it? There's 4 you bought. Okay, I've got 2. I've got 2 shooters. Anyone remember the Palace Arcade in Clacton? Palace Arcade in Clacton. Don't really know the Clacton arcades very well. Paul knows them if he's still on. I can't think which one's which in Clacton. Then just went out riding on her quad, ready for racing, then off to the pier. Well, that's a good day out, isn't it? Yeah. You all know it's not easy to stop buying more shooters. Can't have too many. Simon's had 4 big game hunters. There must be somewhere then. Also, the Palace was a good arcade. So is it up the street from the Palace, I suppose, somewhere? Like a wheeler bin, it had a giant room. Yeah, there's not many wheeler bins left, is there? Not the old wheeler bins. Get the more modern ones. Yeah, the wheeler bins were a fun machine, really. I always used to wonder how the machine knew where the penny was. Any chance we can chat up Peter for a meet up in February? I'm working on it. Boring winter and be good to have a meet and tea with like-minded people. I'm working on it. Bimbo box was excellent just by the cash decks. Yeah. Bimbo, we'll have a picture of it on here somewhere, won't we? Let's have a look. What have I got it under? Music machines, probably. It's not really a jukebox, is it, as such? Kind of a jukebox. Here we go. So that was one from Thomas's, and I think I had a picture of it. Yeah, I found this picture in my photographs. This was when I'd photographed it in Thomas's some years back. Well, you can't quite scroll the picture down there enough on the screen here. But you can see it's sat on Thomas's car park. Car park? No, Thomas's carpet. I'll copy the link here, then you can have a look yourselves. So if you go to that link, go scroll down to the image gallery here. There's a picture here of when it was sat in Thomas's, and then yeah, there it was. As we got it, had a lot of use over the years, I think, and yeah, Peter rebuilt it all totally. Some of the mechanisms on the little monkeys were a bit worn out, but yeah, spent a lot of time and effort and money on it. Did a fantastic job of it. And I think now it's in the Wroxham arcade, I believe, doing its thing again. And then the twins, the drinking babies. Already got it under other races? No, I haven't. What have I got it under then? Races? Where have I put it? Twins, here we are. Walton's Twins. This one again is the one that was in Thomas's for all those years, but everybody tried to buy, including me and everybody else. They never ever sell it until the arcade closed, or until Thomas had sold the arcade off. And yeah, went into their store, and there we are. Another one that Pete Williamson bought and restored. And my one of these, I had one of these. It used to do really well on site. I swapped it many years ago with Watermouth Castle. Swap deal with them. Then it went in, ended up in the sale in Hull, bizarrely, and is now in Darren's arcade in Skelmersdale. If you went up there when we had the meet up a few months back, that Twins was my one. So there you go. But yeah, this one, X Thomas's, is back in Norfolk again. It's quite nice that they stay there, really, isn't it? Oh, on the seafront between the Tan and Butlins. Oh, right. The Palace. Don't remember that one. One day, one of my many projects to do is like an arcade map. I think it'd be great of the towns. Try and find pictures of the arcades back in the day, over the years, kind of thing. Map them out where they all used to be. When I retire, next year maybe. I keep threatening to retire. Everybody tells me I'm not allowed to retire, so I don't know what we're going to do about that, I'm sure. Hey ho. Right, any more for any more? If not, I need another cup of tea. Before I was born, it probably was, wasn't it? I'm not as old as I look. That's why I need to retire. Someone says got the iron one. The iron, yeah, I've now got the iron one. Twins racer. The amount of good stuff in your auction this time, it's a good job you don't take credit cards. Yeah. Too young to retire. Not to retire. Well, I want to retire, then I can restore my collection. If I retire and store my collection, then you can all come and see it. You keep wanting to come and see it, and it's all in storage, and a lot of it unrestored. So I could retire, restore my collection, put it all somewhere. Then you can all come around for a cup of tea and have a look. Isn't that a good idea? We shall see. Anyway, it's 9:10. Look, goodness me. I shall probably call that a night, shall we? I think. Yes. So, as I say, tune in Tuesday night for another quite a good batch, probably, of some quite good machines. I've got a long, long day out tomorrow. Yeah, leaving at 6 and won't be home till gone midnight, I don't think. Got a few calls to make, a few things to drop off, a few things to collect, a few other jobs to do on the route. But yes, should end up coming back with a nice van full of machines. So yeah, sorry they're not here already. They intended to be in the week, but it just didn't work out. Last week went a bit wrong. Sinclair says, "Bear sounds like a plan to me. Love to see it." Yes. Stevie's full of pasta and tiramisu. Don't like tiramisu. Pasta, too many carbs. Trying to give up the carbs. Got to find my beach body. There's not one in here somewhere. I don't know where it is, but Do I want to buy a shop? Not really. No, don't really want to buy a shop. I can display them there, yes. Somewhere warm, I think is what we need. Somewhere warm and sunny. The trouble with shops is business rates. So somewhere that doesn't have business rates. Somewhere big. Big barn. Big barn, somewhere warm. No business rates. That'd be good. If anybody can think of anywhere. That's what we need, I think. Right, so I think that's it then. So, yes, thank you all very much for tuning in. Do tune in again Tuesday for more of the same. And, yeah, get rattling the piggy banks. Save up. Treat yourself to something nice for Christmas. Or persuade the wife to buy you something nice for Christmas. Let's be sexist about it. Yeah. And we'll see what we can do. Right, that's it then for me. Thank you very much. I need another cup of tea. I'm parched. And I'll catch you all Tuesday. Have a jolly couple of days, whatever you're up to. See you then. Nighty night. Four floors? That sounds expensive.